What is happening, guys? Archiezzle here, and welcome to another video. Archiezzle, hope you guys are having a great day. Today's video, we're going to be talking about the 5 things that I've learned in the military, being in the US Army, to be successful in life. Just to tell you guys, success can be measured in different ways. People look at money, power, personal possessions, but mine, it's having my own family and learning a lot of life experiences that I actually apply in my day-to-day life every single day to be more happy and just be satisfied and content with what I have. And these are traits that I will be carrying along with me even once I leave the US Army, and probably teach Ileana or whoever, probably Ileana's kid, my grandkid, and everyone. I guess this is also a great way, like all of the stuff that I've learned while in active duty in the Army, to teach and mentor my soldiers when I go back to the real units, to the real operational Army, being a medic, and to you guys who watches my videos like every single day. So first life lesson, you will be truly grateful and be satisfied with what you have. You will learn how to work for something. I know a lot of people are privileged. They have mom, dad, they're pretty rich, they pretty much have everything, and there is no reason for them to get a summer job, to go work somewhere, to join the military or anything like that. They just ask mom, dad, like, hey, can I have this? Or even like a brand new car, can I have the brand new cell phones and shit like that? It doesn't work like that, because in the military you have to earn everything. A good one would be free time. If you don't finish your job or your tasks or any duty that they give you, being weapons detail, your daily shift as a medic, your shift as an MP, or whatever you have to do for that day, if you do not finish it on time, it's on you. Yes, it's not all gonna be flowers, skittles, rainbows. There's nothing like that when you join the military. Expect to be challenged, because you will go through a lot of things that you won't experience in the civilian life. Yes, there's gonna be long hours. No one said that working in the Army or working in the military is gonna be super short hours. You gotta go work hard for everything, getting promoted, getting your pay, and just helping out your team. There's gonna be a lot of times when it's gonna suck, because you're gonna be overseas, you're gonna be deployed and stuff like that. But as soon as you get home, as soon as you get your free time, and you see at the end of the day, you come back from a deployment, everyone's still there. If you left with 100 people and you come back with 100 people, that's the goal. And you will be truly grateful now, because you know that everyone came back in one piece. And if you're a medic and if you deal with a lot of patients, again, I'm just talking about this because that's my actual MOS, not a recruiter. Whenever I help someone, whenever I see them, even after years of being a patient and a medic type of relationship, and I come across them, even online on Facebook or whatever, they're always thankful, and they actually call me doc, like, hey, thank you for helping me out for a simple little sprained ankle, or just giving me Motrin and water and stuff like that, for talking to me when I was kind of down when we were in Germany, because me and my wife are going through like a divorce process, but you know, everything's good now, and thank you, doc, for the advices. Those are the things that make me grateful, because I know I have impacted someone's life. And every single day as a recruiter now, when I go to MEPS, when I go talk to someone, hey, thank you. I was really hesitant on which branch I should join, but I decided to join the Marines. Some people would say I decided to join the Air Force. And some people actually decided to join the US Army because of my videos. And I'm truly grateful for that, because they had that resource. A resource that wasn't available years ago. There was no internet. There's no one making military videos like these. There's no military YouTubers to tell you about their experiences and actually kind of give you something to think about if you want to join the Army, you want to join the Navy, the Marines, any branch, or if you even want to join the military in general. So those are the things that I'm really grateful, and something that I have learned being in the military. Number 2, triumph over adversity. Being in the military, you will come across a lot of stressful situations, things that you would not experience in the civilian side. A good example is your buddy dying on you. If you work in the medical field, you'll come across someone, you will lose a patient. Hopefully it doesn't happen to anyone, but there is a chance that that will happen. There's a chance that your best friend will have a divorce. There's a high chance that your buddy is not gonna go home from Iraq or Afghanistan. There's a lot of people who are brand new, let's say a brand new private, who's not really up to speed, kind of slow type of soldier, and will feel homesick because it's his or her first time being away from his family. Like no one. It's his first time being independent, probably 18, 19-year-old private, and you know, it's gonna feel like shit. So there's always gonna be someone who's gonna go through adversity. You know, when you join the Army, and you know, when you talk to the Army guys, or not Army, I guess it's all over the branches of the military, they're gonna tell you, embrace the suck. Sucky. There's always gonna be a lot of sucky situation. You're at CQ, simple shit like that. Let's say that's a good situation. You're at CQ, you've been there for 24 hours. Your relief doesn't go and relieve you because shit happened to them. They got in trouble, I don't know. There's many situations that can happen that are like that. So you end up pulling probably a 30-hour shift, and that is possible. I've seen that. Being away from your family, not seeing your firstborn because you were deployed overseas. But what the military, what the US Army has taught me is to be mentally tough. Not just physically strong, but mentally tough also. Because going through a lot of life situations like that are stressful, it's not easy. I've seen a lot of people who crumbled and eventually broke down, but I've seen a lot of people who actually triumph over adversity. They come back home, they see their family. I know a lot of time has been lost. I know they lost someone that they love dearly overseas while being deployed, getting shot at or something like that. But with the help of your brothers and sisters and just being strong and having that mental toughness while in the US Army, it made them overcome that adversity and it made them a better person. Those are some stuff that you won't experience in the civilian side. So you'll be used to the stress, and think about this also. There's always someone who's gonna have it more rough and more worse, far worse than you have right now. Number 3, you learn how to be good with everything. Yes, I said like when you join the US Army, you'll have a specific job, but along with that specific job, you'll have tasks also outside of your MOS. Let's say gardening. That's the pretty basic one. Area beautification. I know a lot of people that doesn't know how to use a lawnmower, a weed whacker, doesn't know how to cut grass or anything manual labor like that. Heck, fuck it. Like when you're overseas, when you're deployed, or when you're in your home base here in the States or somewhere, if you need something to be fixed and you see a bunch of wood over there, 2x2s, 4x4s, and you see a hammer, a few nails, a saw or something like that, you need to build a shelf for all your stuff, whatever it may be, you're gonna be a carpenter. If you don't know how to work on vehicles, damn right, you gotta learn today. So you will learn how to be good with a lot of stuff that you haven't done ever in the civilian life until you join the Army. In the Army, they will teach you how to be a jack of all trades. You will do a lot of tasks that you haven't done before. It's really hard to explain, I don't know, but there's a lot more stuff that you thought that you wouldn't do and you don't really had no idea, but because of joining the military, the US Army, you learn how to wing it and actually learn it in a more better way that's more effective. Another life lesson that I've learned in the US Army is that you learn how to take responsibility. Comparing this back home again before the US Army, maybe you were in charge of like 1 or 2 people, maybe you were a team lead in a store, like a retail store, you're the shift manager or floor leader or something like that. But once you get into the US Army and the military, you will be in charge of a squad. And being in charge of a squad is not like being a team lead or a manager in a store. Because in the Army, if you're a squad leader, if you're a platoon sergeant, you are just not in charge of the work. You know, workload, daily activities, and stuff that you have to do for the mission. You are also in charge of the health and welfare, the life, basically finance, a lot of issues. If you have like 30 soldiers underneath you, your subordinates, you are in charge of all of them. You have to do counselings every month. You have to make sure that they're G to G, good to go. No issues financially in the house, no domestic issues. You're basically, I don't know what's a better term, but kind of like babysitting them. But think about it this way, you are actually like molding these people to be a better soldier, to be a better individual once they get out of the Army. If you treat people with dignity and respect, they will give it back to you. And if you're a good leader and if you really care about your people, they will give you the same treatment, 100%. So if it's off duty and on duty, it doesn't matter. If you are the direct supervisor, if you are the first line NCO of that guy, if you are a specialist and you are the team lead for this brand new private, you're in charge of that guy. You gotta treat him right, you gotta guide him in the right way so they will not be a pain in the butt. So they will learn from your mistakes. If you had a lot of mistakes before when you were brand new, share it to them so they won't do the same thing. So there, you will learn to take responsibility. And lastly, this is kind of like a 2-part. You will learn how to face fear. You will learn also on how to take pride in all of your accomplishment. Facing fear, basically just taking the leap, signing the dotted line, and yes, I'm gonna join the US Army. That's already something bigger than you. If you have been sheltered all your life and you're gonna make this leap, this is something. If you're gonna deploy your first combat deployment, if this is your first patient, treating him, something like really evasive, like some sort of like surgery or something like that, you're gonna assist in a procedure like that, that's pretty great. If you're afraid of just being yourself, being away from the family, you basically faced fear already because of being in charge of your own life and being an adult. Taking pride in all of your accomplishments because, hey, not everyone can do shit that you do daily in the US Army. So you have to be proud of what you do. You joined for a reason and you gotta be proud of that because not a lot of people do that. And remember, you are one of the less than 0.0001% that did this. So you have to be proud with what you have done, okay? So those are a few of the life lessons that I've learned while being in the military, while in the US Army, and I'm still in as a recruiter, and I cannot wait to be a medic again. Hopefully these videos help you guys out. If it does, please let me know in the comment section below. Comment down below also, what are the stuff that you learned while in the military, while in active duty, while in reserves, National Guard, whatever it is. Future soldiers, what do you think about it? Current service members, veterans, let me know. And also hit that thumbs up to help the channel grow. Subscribe and hit that bell notification icon to be notified like ASAP as soon as Archiezzle uploads a brand new video. That is it for today. Archiezzle out.